Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/familybirthcenter. Trinity Health, making more possible.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
For people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
The calendar has turned to February. Just a few games remaining on the WDA regular season slate, and the points just get that much more important as you close in and get closer and closer to WDA hockey tournament time. Hi again, hockey fans, alongside the former University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux, Mario Lamoureux, Todd DOMRES, welcoming you to the VFW Sports Center tonight as we get set for this crosstown rematch. The Legacy Sabres 11-7 on the season, and they square off tonight against the Century Patriots. Our Valvoline and Snow Change pregame show, timely services that won't slow you down. 15 minutes or less. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Mario, you and I got to call the prior matchup between these two teams a 2-1 slugfest, we'll call it that, a scoreless third period after Century had jumped up 2-0, and so I would expect something very similar tonight. Two teams that I won't say dislike each other, but it's a rivalry game.
Absolutely, it's a rivalry game. I don't think no matter what kind of talent level you have from year to year, I think these games are always going to be close. There's a little more maybe animosity in the building. You got kids you've grown up with. The parents are chirping at each other in the stands probably, so it makes for a great atmosphere. You got the band in the house tonight. It should be a good atmosphere.
Band is rocking. You got Stick It to Cancer night here at the VFW. Got a lot of cool things happening. At first, let's jump right into these WDA standings and the EDC standings. As obviously got Minot got tripped up last week against Mandan, but the Magi still in cruise control when it comes to the West. And then Century, odds on, are the number 2 seed. I don't think they can probably catch Minot. Jamestown, Legacy, Mandan, Botno Rugby in that mix for the 2 through 6 seeds. So a lot of things to be settled here with most teams having, I'd say, 3 or 4 conference games left.
Yeah, I mean, really anything can happen. From you look at the standings from 2 to 6. I mean, things could certainly flip-flop if one team takes care of the rest of their games. Someone fumbles 1 or 2 of them. All of a sudden things could really flip-flop there. So I think this is the most important time of the year. You got to be playing your best hockey, and we'll kind of see how the chips fall together.
Well, and there's teams like Legacy that still have a 6-point game against Hazen-Beulah. There's never any game that is a given, but Hazen-Beulah hasn't won a game. So you think of that and you say, well, wait a minute. If Legacy, let's just hypothetically say, picks up a win tonight against Century, gets a 6 for Hazen-Beulah, well, all of a sudden they're staring at a number 2 seed.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. The 6-point game really can change, how the standings look from year to year. If you get that, that 6 points early in the season, it's kind of a little bit of a skewed view. So that's one area, I don't love about, I guess, North Dakota high school hockey. It's really hard to kind of predict what the standings actually are until all those games are finished. Because some of the teams do elect to do a 6-point game against a Hazen, or from year to year, sometimes against Botno too.
Yep. There's your WDA and EDC standings. Things have kind of equaled out east as well. Central has now overtaken Red River, and West Fargo has kind of sprung into the mix there for a 1 seed potentially. So a lot of things to settle both east and west as we close in on tournament time hockey. All right, fans, our Valvoline and Snow Change pregame show rolls on. We come back, we'll have our player profiles tonight. Get you a look at the freshman for the Legacy Sabres. That is Braden Strom, and another underclassman, the sophomore Hayden Eckert for Century. Get a look at those two youngsters when we come back after this break. Legacy Century coming up next on the PSP Network.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estfold.
Todd DOMRES, Mario Lamoureux back at the VFW Sports Center. Good to have John Haugen producing, running the cameras for us tonight on the PSP Network. It's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes, locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Time now for your player profiles, as always, brought to you tonight by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Another choice to seal your heating and air game. The Northern Plains. Call Dylan today, 222-2155, and make sure your furnace is performing at the top of its game. Well, one kid for the Legacy Sabres, the freshman phenom, Braden Strom, he's performing at the top of his game right now, and the dam has broken and the goals are flowing in for none other than Braden Strom.
Yeah, I think coming into the season, I think the coaching staff expected it might take him 6, 7, 8 games to get comfortable and really find his confidence. And he still played well early on. But since Harrison Johnson's been out, they needed a guy to step up, especially on the offensive side. And Braden Strom has stepped up big, scored big goals. He's really been leading the charge offensively for Legacy.
Yeah, you see the numbers there, 27 points. When we did this game a month ago, he was maybe 10 or 11. And so all of a sudden, 8 points in the last 4 games. And you've scored a lot of goals. Once all of a sudden you kind of get in that mode and you get in that flow, it just seemingly finds the back of the net.
You know, sometimes you get into weird spouts during the season, and I think for him, sometimes you feel like you can't not score. Just everything's going in. You're shooting the puck. You're getting good offensive chances. And you go through different parts of the year where you feel like, I'm never going to score again. But he's riding a heater right now, and they're definitely going to need him to keep that going for them to try and make a push in the standings.
Yeah, coaches Farragher and Davidson are really liking what the freshman Braden Strom is bringing to the Sabre lineup right now. Player profiles, as always, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dylan today. New installations, upgrades, all your furnace and AC needs. Dylan, reach him again at 222-2155. Northern Plains Heating and Air, player profile for the Century Patriots. Talking about another underclassman, a young guy that, man, we've got to call his name a few times this year, Mario, and the body, the frame, the hands, the skill set for the sophomore for Century are really good.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that he's played forward, he's played D, he can do a little bit of everything, and at this level he's going to be effective no matter where they put him. But he's so good at utilizing his body, and when you have that size and understanding how to utilize it, he's very hard to take the puck away from, and he's patient on waiting for plays to open up. But he's a dangerous player every time he gets the puck, and he's a hard body to handle out there.
Yeah, he's got a heavy shot, and like you said, that frame, when he dangles that thing out there with one hand and kind of holds you off with the other hand, it's like he's got a wide body, a long frame, and how do you get the puck away from him, like you just said?
Well, it's tough. I mean, when you have to defend so hard, and you have to have such a good active stick, and really collectively going against someone like him, it's a 5-man unit to try and take him away from his offensive chances. So Legacy's definitely got to be aware when he's on the ice. He's a dangerous player, and he's a guy that could really explode if you give him some room.
And I think the other thing about Hayden is he's starting to learn how to score without the puck, if that makes any sense. And he's gotten some one-timers now in the power play and a few things like that are coming together for a young kid. I mean, he's still 14, 15, 16 years old, and so he's still learning the game as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about how little time you actually have with a puck in a hockey game, and if you can find that space and wait for those openings, for me, a lot of people talk about hockey IQ. What is hockey IQ? For me, it's timing and patience, and trying to figure out, okay, when do I got to jump into these different holes, and when do I got to find space, and he's done a great job at being able to kind of produce a little bit more offensively and doing it from the back end too, which is huge.
Yeah, that blue line production is something that Century's been looking for, and one of the reasons why Coach Olson decided to move Hayden Eckert back to that blue line. As there's your Northern Plains Heating and Air player profiles. When you talk about scoring without the puck, you think about Alex Ovechkin is going to become pretty soon here the all-time leading scorer in National Hockey League history. And how much time does he have the puck actually on his stick? Not very much when you think about it.
If you go look at a lot of his goals, I mean, a lot of one-timers, he's obviously scored goals in many different ways,
Yeah.
more than anybody else in not too much time. But you know, he's a player that he gets his shots off quickly. It's hard to read, and he can just absolutely whip the puck, and there's a reason he'll be the top goal scorer of all time.
Yeah, but you mentioned finding that space, finding the timing, finding your opportunities, and a lot of times it's not with the puck on your stick.
Yeah, I think, you know, any hockey player, you learn the game over time, and I think, you know, any good player has learned to score in different ways. So, you know, at a youth level, a lot of players will come and they can skate the puck and go score, but now, okay, I got to score on one-timers, I got to score on tips. You know, how do I score on the power play? You know, how do I score from outside the dots, inside the dots? What kind of space do I need to find? I think those are things that you learn over time. Even for me as a player, I wasn't like at a high level. It was hard for me to learn how to score, but I really learned at an older age how to find that confidence from an offensive standpoint. And, you know, it's just one of those things that never stops if you're going to be a top player.
All right, fans, so much more to come. We got the Zam time coming up. We'll give you our schedule on the PSP Network. We got the top scorers. We got the goalie matchup, and we got so much more as we get set for Legacy and Century tonight at the VFW in the capital city of Bismarck. The band's thumping, the crowd is filing in, and we'll have more of our Valvoline It's No Change pregame show after this break on the PSP Network.
Had your back, or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
You worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
In times of loss, ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/familybirthcenter. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Had your back, or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Oh, get the popcorn. get the taco in the bag going. Great work by our camera crew as always as we give you the sounds and the sights from the VFW tonight as we get set for conference hockey in the capital city. Legacy 11-7 overall, 14-3 is the Century Patriots record. Legacy co-head coaches Wade Davison, Ryan Farragher, and Century's now has the most tenured coach in the West region. 20-year man, Troy Olson.
It's a long time to be coaching the high school sport, but give Troy credit. He's really been dedicated to that group.
Yeah, he has been. As Coach Olson, one of our favorites. He's got those Oleisms, like ice is slippery.
I've heard a lot about him. Yeah, I mean a lot of the kids that have played for Troy really enjoyed him. Great guy to a lot of the kids that have come to the program.
Did you have any isms when you were the head man for the Sabres?
I probably did. There probably came out in profanities though, so I better keep it clean on the air.
All right, fans, a couple things we want to give you a look at. First, our week on the PSP schedule. Be sure to like and follow us on our social media platforms of Facebook, X, Instagram. As there's your schedule, doubleheader hockey tonight was planned. But the bug is going through the communities of Bismarck, Minot, and the western North Dakota areas, and our PSP team was under the weather, so we had to scratch the Botno Rugby Minot High game tonight from the PSP slate. So you got Legacy and Century here, and then West Hope Newburgh and TGU in boys Division B basketball, and one game that didn't make it onto the schedule, a late edition, Century at Dickinson tonight in boys hoops. So lots more to come the rest of the week, including a quadruple header on Friday night. Got a huge matchup, Mandan at Century, and we close out the week with Minot High and Dickinson hockey as we get closer and closer to tournament time here on the PSP Network. Other games we'll be tracking for you tonight. Botno Rugby at Minot. Hazen is at Mandan. Bismarck High is out in the Queen City to take on the Midgets. And, of course, Legacy at Century here. So you start to think about some of these upcoming games. Next action for these two teams. Legacy travels up to Williston, never an easy trip. Coyotes are a little down this year. Century's got a tangle on Thursday with Jamestown. So this is a big week for the Patriots.
Well, this is huge. I mean, obviously this matchup tonight is big and really could go either way. Obviously, Century's having a little bit stronger season to this point. But then you go to Jamestown, and they can be a tricky team to play. I always say they're kind of a pesky team to play. Even if they're having maybe a year where they're not as talented, they're always difficult team to play and could sneak out a win against you.
One other thing we want to mention, folks, is keep it locked right here to the PSP Network. Postseason time is just around the corner, and we'll have exclusive coverage for you on PSP Plus for WDA hockey, girls and boys WDA basketball, Region 3, Region 4, A, B Division basketball. Just get the Platinum Plus package and take every postseason event that we can bring you here on the PSP Network, and we are glad to do it. Be sure to also subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, so you know when the PSP team is going live for a game near you. All right, fans, we'll take a timeout. We're getting closer and closer to the lineups, the anthem, and dropping the puck here at the VFW. More after this break on the PSP Network.
Take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on from the VFW. Timely services that don't slow you down. Nobody's time's wasted. Stay in your car for a drive-through oil change. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. All right, Mario, 11-7 for Legacy. Century's 14-3, the two conference records. Legacy 9-5, Century 10-2. And let's talk about a couple keys to the game tonight. Obviously, we're going to get to the net miners in a second and the matchup between the pipes. That'll be an important one, but these top lines are producing right now, and whichever team has an edge in that kind of production, I think, is going to be a big key to the game tonight.
Yeah, I know. I like to point to the depth players a lot of times, but tonight I really think it's going to be the battle of the top line. For Century, you got Filling, Schulte, and Brubachen, kind of their top producers this year. And then on the Legacy side, you got Caleb Johnson, Braden Strom, and Ben Garley. Which of those two matchups can rise up and kind of produce a little bit more? They rely on those two lines and those players specifically offensively quite a bit. So which team's going to step up a little more in the first matchup? I thought Brubachen was a beast and really took over the game. Can someone from Legacy kind of try to match that and surpass that in the second matchup of the year?
Yeah, well said. And I think a second key is both teams are a bit of a mash unit right now. I mean, you got key guys that are out with injury. You think of a Heath Frickman out for Century. You think of a Harrison Johnson out for Legacy. And so which one of these, I'll say reserves, which one of these guys that maybe he's got 3, 4, 5 games under their belt, which one of them is going to make an appearance tonight and make a play for their respective teams?
Yeah, I mean, that's really what you need. At any good team, you're going to have guys that are sick. You have guys that are injured, maybe guys that are suspended. You need to have someone that steps up to fill the gap when a top player goes down. And really, a lot of times that's kind of when you see, a player kind of emerge that you're not expecting is when those key guys are gone. So we'll see if someone can step up. Maybe a Kason Hagerett or a Kyler Renz for Legacy can step up and take on the offensive load a little bit.
All right, fans, our goalie matchup tonight brought to you by Planet Pizza. Trying the Blue Buffalo with the plain cheese. Your mouth and belly will thank you. 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Two good ones between the pipes tonight. A couple seniors that have been waiting in the wings for the Patriots and the Sabres, and Tristan Otto and Jaden Kleingen. You look at those numbers and you say, there's a lot of similar statistics there.
Yeah, those are pretty much exactly the same numbers. Kleingen, Sabres is just a touch better, but pretty much identical. Obviously, a little more wins for Century, and I think you point to maybe the strength of Century's team this year. A little bit stronger, but Tristan Otto in the couple games I've seen has the ability to steal a game, and Kleingen has been real steady, for a strong Century group this year as well.
Yeah, it should be good tonight. Both these guys have been good in nets for their respective teams. You're getting Brubachen hot, Hayden Eckert, Schulte leading the way in points for Century. You get Braden Strom, Harrison Johnson out tonight, and then Caleb Johnson, Ben Garley, all over 18 points. And so you got lines, you got production, you got goalies, you got good coaching staffs. I mean, and two teams have played to a 2-1 game a month ago, so a lot to like.
I think this is going to be a great matchup. Every single game I was part of on the coaching side and every game I've come to watch, it's always going to be a battle between these two teams. It's been fun to see the rivalry kind of develop over the last 4 years, and I expect no different tonight.
12th all-time meeting between the Patriots and the Sabres. Legacy leads that all-time series 7-4 over Century. Earlier this year, Century won 2-1 back on January 2nd. These two teams split their two meetings last year, and they met in the consolation semifinals at the State A hockey tournament back in 2013. Century taking a 4-3 decision Neither team has won a state title. Legacy's been there every year they've had a program. Century's best chance came back in 2018, got to the title game with the BIT line. Brown, Irie, and Thomas, but lost 4-2 to Century. The gas tanks were empty for the Patriots. I remember that championship game distinctly.
Well, you had some studs in there. Isaiah Thomas, Kirkland Irie, two of the top players to ever come through Century's program. And there's a reason they got to the finals, and there's a reason those guys went on to play, at a high level.
Yeah. All right, fans, this one should be good. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the lineups, the anthem, and we'll drop the puck from the VFW. Legacy and Century comes up next. That puts a wrap on our Valvoline instant oil change pregame show. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15 minutes. Locations in Minot, Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. We'll get the party started from the VFW after this break on the PSP Network.
Feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
The recognizable voice of Dan Durkee given through the announcements right now as we get set for a big night here in the capital city. At the Century girls hockey team pick up a W over the Dickinson Midgets just a moment ago, and now we squarely turn our attention to the Century and the Legacy boys in this crosstown rivalry matchup, and Stick It to Cancer night as well, so playing for a good cause. We'll have more of that as we get to our intermission breaks this evening. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups. First off, for coaches Davison and Farragher in their second year at the helm of the Sabres. They'll go like this, as you'll have Bo Raschke and Joel Anderson will be your defensive pair out there. Raschke, the freshman, Joel Anderson, the senior. And your top line, we kind of mentioned these guys already, Caleb Johnson, Braden Strom, and Ben Garley. Johnson, a senior. Braden Strom, our player profile tonight, the freshman, and Ben Garley, the junior, is that line that'll be out there first in the first five for the Sabres. And your senior netminder tonight is Tristan Otto, the 5'11", 165-pound 12th grader, 2.59 goals against average, 89.1 save percentage. Again, second-year head coaches Wade Davison and Ryan Farragher. There's your Sabre lineup. The Legacy Sabres will be wearing the road blacks tonight in the Vegas gold, little white trim on them as well with the black helmets. And the Century Patriots tonight, I'll call them wearing the powder blues for 20th year head coach Troy Olson. And the first ones out there tonight for the Century Patriots, going to be that top line. Can't even hear the announcements, the band's so loud. As your defensive pair out there tonight will be Hayden Eckert, the sophomore, 215-pounder. And then you got A.J. Johnson, another senior on that blue line. A.J. a captain for the Patriots this year. Top line is Jackson Filling. The sophomores got 14 points on the season. Keaton Schulte is your junior center. And the winger, along with Schulte and Filling, is Andrew Brubach, into the top 10 in the state of North Dakota high school for scoring this season. Brubach has got 31 points on 17 goals, 14 assists. And your senior netminder is Jaden Kleingen. Kleingen with a 2.54 goals against average, 89.7 save percentage. There's your starting lineups today for the Patriots and the Sabres. All right, fans, we'd like to honor America and all of our PSP broadcasts. Let's salute our flag, salute our great country, salute our great nation with the playing of our national anthem tonight.
We salute our great nation with the national anthem tonight, performed by the Century Patriots Band under the direction of Chris Dosovic and Eric Stordali.
I don't often have to turn the national anthem down, but I had to turn that one down. That band was thumping tonight.
They're bumping tonight.
Yep.
They came ready to go.
All right, fans, let's get set for hockey. As thanks again to Valvoline and Oil Change for bringing our pregame. And 17 minutes on the clock, 51 minutes to settle this one in regulation. And let's get the party started from the VFW. Should be a good one. We mentioned the remaining games for these two teams, just 3 and 4 games remaining. Legacy, after this one, has Williston on the road and then Hazen Beulah in a 6-pointer to end the season. Century, they have Legacy tonight, obviously Jamestown on Thursday, Bismarck High on February 11th, and then a road trip to the Lumber Dome up to play Bottineau Rugby, and Bottineau Rugby's playing some good hockey right now.
Yeah, they're a sneaky team. You know, they caught Legacy not too long ago.
Yep.
And, you know, the Lumber Dome, tough place to play. It's cold. It's kind of dark. It's not that nice. And, you know, the cards are definitely stacked against you when you get in there a little bit. So you got to be ready to go when you go to Bottineau.
All right, here we go. Let's play some rivalry hockey as Raschke will belt it in for the Sabres. Played in deep there by Garley. Bumped up along the wall by Brubach, and a shot from the line steered away by Kleingen. Century looks to get organized in their own end with Jackson filling. Eckert collects. Spins a pass off the wall, not out. Sent back in by Braden Strom. Legacy takes a shift. We played the opening 36 seconds all in the Century D zone. Patriots turn it over. Joel Anderson just backhands and flips it back in. Just underway, no score on your BNC Bank scoreboard. There's a loose puck on the side of the cage. And Jaden Kleingen will cover that one up.
You know, in comparison to the first matchup, I can already tell Legacy a little bit more ready to go, a little more assertive. Their first matchup, those first 2 periods, just very slow getting to the puck, and they look like they're on it a little bit more so far.
Isaac Lewis will take a draw for the Sabres in the dot with Gavin Freeling. Sharp angle shot off the side of the cage. Century out to neutral ice. They can't hit Aiden Johnson on the breakout there. Now Sorensen off his stick. Freeling back to get it. Slams on the brakes on the Cloverdale insignia. And he'll send it down, and that'll be icing tonight. Brought to you by Minot State University. Best way to predict your future is to create it. Be seen, be heard, be you at Minot State.
You know, one thing I would keep an eye on is Century's decor. They got Ty Backus is out. Not a lot of experience. I know they ride their top guys quite a bit, but you can expect to see Hayden Eckert and Aiden Johnson a lot tonight. Tanner Sorensen moved back, and he's been playing a lot of forward this year. So keep an eye on that to see how that, you know, in a positive or negative way affects how Century's playing.
Century's third line out there, Easton Eggerts, pops it out to Ben Freeling, and Century enters the Legacy D zone for the first time tonight. Patriots on the chase. Freeling dumps it back behind the nets. Played there by Evan Davis. Stick by Eggert. Shot out front, rebound, shoot, and a save for Tristan Otto.
A very difficult save there. Rebound pops out, and Otto throws his left pad out there, and that's a really key save early in the game.
Let's get your Ryan Family Dealership replay of that. Action is a good play by Eggert. Freeling, and that first shot, and then the rebound. Nice pillow save there by Tristan Otto for the first save of the night. Century misfires on an outlet in their own end. They're still popping out to center. Joel Anderson tripped up, no arms in the air. And will come out to center ice as the Sabres enter the zone offside with 15:04 to play in period number 1.
I think you're going to see these top lines a ton tonight, just based on with the injuries and sickness and guys not in the lineup. I think you're going to see those top guys a lot.
As Carter Madison and Schulte are taking a draw. Schulte gets excused out of the dots. Sent backwards by Eckert. Played along there by Trenton Connor. Entering the zone is Century's Andrew Brubachen, who just dumps it in deep. Schulte back there, lurking along with. Now a shot for Schulte, and what a snag.
God, that's a good, nice release by Schulte to get that off quickly, but Otto, another difficult save.
Yeah, 2 grade A chances for Century early on. That one started innocently enough, just backhanded in there by Brubachen, and then there was Schulte on the rebound. Isaac Lewis steamrolls to center ice, dumps it in for Renz. Century's Quinn Carlson back to play it for the Patriots along with Eckert. Back on Carlson's stick. I completely agree with you about the start here for Legacy. Century dominated the first probably 25 minutes of that last game.
For sure.
The Sabres have come out skating much better tonight, as sent in there by Gavin Mitzel, the assistant captain for the Sabres. Shots are 2-2, and we've played just about 3 minutes. Stepping in, and a wrister goes sailing wide for Mitzel. Kept in by Anderson, but his shot is deflected wide. Century can't get a stick on it. Strom tried to turn it. Anderson in his own D zone comes rolling in and throws it in deep again for Legacy. Shot wide of the net there by Raschke. Anderson holds it. Eckert plays it. Off of a skate, out front shot. Ooh, good chance there for Braden Strom, and that is not a guy you want to have in that position if you're Century, as he has been putting it into the back of the net. Anderson steps in, sends it over. Raschke, low shot, and smothered up there with the catcher's mitt by Jaden Kleingen.
I mean, this is what I've seen early on. Between both teams, there's been 4, 5, 6 decent looks. It all started with a little bit of contact. You know, puck gets passed, they finish the check, and there's a turnover, and that's really where all this offense is starting, is just being able to finish a hit. And nothing crazy, but you're just getting in a guy's way, eliminating from the play.
New feature on the PSP Network, Mario. That's the goalie cam replay.
I like it.
Oh.
Hopefully we don't have any controversial calls tonight, or we're going to have to make the call from up top.
We had somebody asking us in the girls' game if we had the goalie cam replay going. Good save there by Kleingen. Legacy land the lumber back behind the Century cage. On the far wall, stepping in is Colton Deshane. Played there by Mason Strom. Out to the line, Anderson. Kept it in to Carter Madison. Now Century escapes the zone momentarily. Century whiffs on a breakout. They whiff on it again. And Micah Erickson sent backwards, and A.J. Johnson has it on his stick. We've played about 5. No score on your BNC National Bank scoreboard from the VFW tonight. Century misfires at center ice to Schulte. And Beckham puts it on net, steered away there by Kleingen. Schulte gets it ahead to Brubachen, and he comes reeling into the zone, shoots, and save right in the gut for Tristan Otto.
That's the kind of plays they're going to need out of Brubachen, though. He gets his feet going, he comes in with speed, and just while it's a really good shot, obviously a good save from Otto, but just being able to get that shot off with that stick right on him is impressive.
Ryan Family Dealership replay. Find the folks from Ryan Family at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Season-long instant replay sponsor for us on the PSP network. Brubachen centers it out front. Oh, almost off a skate of Jackson Filling, but it went wide. Eckert did not hold it in, and the Patriots are going to be offside.
Both teams have done a good job trying to be physical, trying to assert themselves. Something we didn't see out of Legacy in the first game a lot, but you're seeing it on both sides. It's helping create turnovers and scoring chances on both sides of the puck.
Well, and with that aggression, you just got to be smart with it, right, and stay out of the box. Both teams found their footing a little bit on the power play recently as Strom will dump it in, but he was on his team's side of center ice, and that'll be Icing the Night, brought to you by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. In the Marketplace Foods Plaza, they're there for all your packing and shipping needs. 11:21 to play, opening period. Scoreless on your BNC Bank scoreboard. The draw to the glove side of Tristan Otto comes out to Ben Garley. Chops it cross ice to Strom. Strom will fire. And Kleingen got a piece of that with the mitt. Now out front, a shot blocked. Another shot put towards the cage. Rebound wrapped around there by Strom, and Kleingen will cover it up.
Really like the movement on the blue line from Joel Anderson. He's had 2 or 3 looks where the puck comes up, he gets his feet moving, and it's forcing the kind of the defensive structure for Century to have to adjust a little bit. So he's doing a nice job creating openings from just those little small plays there.
Ryan Family Dealership replay of that latest action right at the edge of the cage there. That's usually when the sticks and the intensity get up, when you get those pucks and people are whacking at your netminder.
That's usually when it happens. You get cut, lose your teeth, lose your girlfriend after that.
Oh, man, hey, we just pulled the goalie cam replay out of the hat, and President and CEO of the PSP Network, a little bit under the weather tonight, but he's tuning us in from the Magic City of Minot, and he says, holy cow, guys, you got the goalie cam replay going. So we have a fan already. Eckert has it on his stick for the Patriots. Tried to center it there. And that's off a Freeling stick, and in alone was Schulte, who dumps it in below the goal line. Joel Anderson out to Cooper Schwann. Too far for Carter Madison. And Eckert pops it ahead to Brubachen, softly towards the net. In with Filling. Brubachen weaving through traffic. And knocked out. And now there's a chase. Mason Strom. Hayden Eckert, body, and a puck battle won there smartly by our player profile tonight. Hayden Eckert sent right back in, however, by the Sabres as we've played 7 minutes and change here in period number 1. You're still scoreless on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Century's Eckert escapes it out to Filling. Now popped ahead to Hayden Eckert. Weaving through defenders and got it over, but Century was offside.
You can see how Eckert just is able to get his feet going, protect that puck with 3 guys on him. I think they're getting him for a slash coming through the neutral zone.
Yeah, there's the tail end of it as Legacy touched the puck after the slash was whistled against the Sabres. So Century has our first power play of the night. Mason Strom will go off for Legacy. 2 minutes for slashing.
that goes again to the size and strength of Hayden Eckert. You almost have to take penalties against him to stop him sometimes with how big and strong he is.
All right, Century on the season, 22% with the man advantage. Legacy 86% on the PK. Held it at the line there by A.J. Johnson. Mitzel wraps it around and out. Nice play. Was it? I didn't hear the official. Was it slashing for sure?
I think it was a slash.
Okay. Century with the man advantage for another minute 34. Eckert wheels in. Patriots trying to establish puck possession with the man advantage. Digging in there with Freeling. Schulte has it down deep, looking to center. Century on the far dot. Shot tipped north and wide. Patriots still have possession. Schulte looks up the line to Eckert. Eckert, his wrist shot tipped wide. And Johnson fires it out to center. Play to the high stick. And we'll have a stoppage in play. Uh, 65 seconds expired on the man advantage for Century. Again, your BNC Bank scoreboard tonight brought to you by the fine folks at BNC National Bank. Your life's busy, they make managing money easy. Locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Find them online at bnc.bank. Brubakken out there as Century starts the rush. Brubakken steamrolling. Brubakken to the net. Oh, tried to center it. And just through the wickets of his intended target there was Jackson Filling. Johnson lost the puck and cleared down by Joel Anderson of Legacy.
I think Legacy's got to find a way to kind of slow Brubakken down, not let him wind that puck up and get all his speed because he's dangerous when he gets going.
Century misfires on an outlet and wrapped right back in by Legacy as Patriots will come out. Here comes Brubakken again. This time he's bodied off the puck. And now the bodies fly into the corner. Freeling, Brubakken, back to Freeling, and he fired that one through the blue paint. Trenton Connor threw it to the far wall as Legacy is back to even strength. Century 0 for 1 on the power play. Successful PK. Oh, nice move by Anderson. Joel Anderson steps in, shoots, and Kleingen closes the door.
Really nice move by Anderson there. And you look at that, some of the good chances we've seen the last couple minutes. Guys are getting their feet moving from deep in their zone, and the opposition is not really doing a good job slowing them down. You can see it out of Brubakken, you saw it out of Joel Anderson there.
Yeah.
But a little bit of action both ways so far.
Slippery moves by both Brubakken and Anderson to get a step. Both goaltenders, as advertised, have been up to the task in period number 1. And a low shot from the line there by Evan Davis. Again, grabbed by Kleingen. Legacy has outshot Century 8-3 here in the first 10 minutes of play.
And this is where you're seeing Century really ride that top line. They just got off the ice from their power play. Now they're right back out there. Does that wear on them, when you get into late in the second and third period?
Davis, another shot. Oh, it hit the blocker. Rebound slapped up into the netting. Let's get your Ryan Family Dealership replay of that one. Here's the action.
What a view.
I wonder if Kleingen had a hard time potentially seeing this, as there was a lot of traffic in front of him as Strom had won the draw. Oh yeah, a little blocker save there looked like for Kleingen. Then the rebound cleared out of there. Mitzel centered it, hit traffic. And Davis will play it. Bumped off the puck momentarily. Brubakken lost the handle. Strom trying to move north and south. And Johnson bodied off the puck there by Brubakken. And now the stalemate in the corner, won by Legacy's Johnson. Out to the line. Mitzel steps in, high wrist shot. Oh, Kleingen didn't know where that one was. But Century comes out of there with it. A.J. Johnson tried to leave it for Filling. Century lost possession. Turning it back is Garley. He's got Strom with them. And, good tip away there. Micah Erickson with a good stick for Century. And the puck comes out to neutral ice. Now they're still hitting each other. As Joel Anderson again makes a move. And he whistled one high. Joel Anderson's got an extra gear tonight.
He's going. He's doing a great job where he pushes that puck wide, keeps his feet going, and the Century D have not done a real good job kind of matching that speed as he's coming back. But yeah, he's a guy that they really need to step up because they're not getting a ton of offense from the back end with the Legacy group, and he's a guy that they're going to rely on offensively to try and produce a little bit from their D-core.
Century 0 for 1 on the Serve Pro power play tonight. Low shot. Blocked and knocked down by Kleingen off the stick of Joel Anderson. Kept in by Raschke. Kept in by Legacy. Beckham plays it around for Isaac Lewis. Lewis bodied off the puck. Quinn Carlson had it on his stick momentarily for Century. Micah Erickson couldn't clear it. Eckert back to get it. Yeah, I wonder what the minutes played tonight's going to be for Hayden Eckert and Andrew Brubachen.
It'll probably be the highest out of either team, I would assume. But yeah, they're going to ride those guys a ton.
Legacy with a good-looking breakout there, but Beckham will just throw it in, and the Sabres are going to change. Mario had the best advice of the year for me early on when we were doing a Legacy game against Mandan, and it's Beckham, Presley, and McKay, and he says, yep, he just goes by Beckham.
Got to make it easy.
Yep, I completely agree. As Mason Strom up ahead, Carter Madison stepping in, goes to the forehand. Good stick and a forecheck, a back check there by Hayden Eckert. It looked like Madison was going to have a chance as he wheeled right into the crease. Legacy has outshot Century 12-3 here in the first period, but we're scoreless with under 4.5 to play on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Freeling back to get it. Along with Tanner Sorensen for the Patriots. Popped out to center ice, turned right back by Legacy. Johnson back with it for the Patriots. It's Johnson to Johnson. Good play there by Schulte. Comes in with Brubachen. Schulte to the backhand, and there's Tristan Otto again.
Schulte's having a really good first period. Creating turnovers, a couple good defensive plays. And he's got that offensive ability where he's carrying a little bit of the load this year. But you can just see here, he's got pressure on him, still able to get that shot off, and it's a nice save by Otto.
Now Ryan Family Dealership replay there. So the backhander by Keaton Schulte. Under 4 to play. Scrum on the near side wall. Brubachen has it on his stick, and now he escapes. And he's banged down there by the freshman Braden Strom. I got that Legacy bench fired up. Brubachen hit the deck again. Sharp angle shot there for Jack Filling. Sorensen pinching in, couldn't hold the line for the Patriots. Johnson back to Filling. Onto the stick of Andrew Brubachen, who just lofts it harmlessly into the Legacy zone, and the Patriots with a mini change. Hayden Eckert steps into it, and a big hit returned the favor there for Century. Wrapped around the wall by the Sabres, and if that makes it all the way down, it will be icing as Kyler Wren's chasing, and it will be tonight an icing brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics, braces and Invisalign for all ages. 0% financing, free consultation, virtual in an office. Professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out online at minotbraces.com. Shot off the draw. Didn't get all the way to Tristan Otto. Gavin Mitzel trying to flip it ahead to Beckham. Micah Erickson gets it over to Ben Freeling, who dumps it in for Century. Played by Davis around the wall to Renz. Renz escapes. He's got Lewis with him along with Beckham. Here comes Kyler Renz. He will fire, and a save for Jaden Kleingen.
Yeah, good save by Kleingen to bottle that up. If you're Ren's there, you want to come in. You're not at a great angle. You're on the outside, but you do have net traffic. Throw that puck at his pads. Maybe you'll have a rebound that'll pop out on a stick, but give yourself a chance to get that rebound because you're not at a great angle to score there.
Yeah, go to that far pad, see if you can get somebody to pop in a rebound.
The POP, playoff pad, they call it.
Anderson twists one toward the net. That's blocked out front. As we've reached 2.5 to play, period number 1. Scoreless on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Traffic in front. Madison shot blocked away. Anderson fires one back into the blocker, and Kleingen with another save. Gavin Freeling tangled up there with Mason Strom. Carter Madison into the action, and he will fire it right back in for Legacy. Cooper Schwann on the chase, wins the puck chase, but he tips it over to Kason Hagerod, who wraps it around looking for A.J. Johnson. And there goes Joel Anderson again. That guy's a one-man wrecking crew right now for Legacy.
He's got his feet going. He's trying to get himself in the play, and they need him to play that way. You can see how much pressure he's helping kind of as far as like keeping the pressure on Sentry, and he's doing a good job jumping into the play, making good reads. And he's been the guy back there for Legacy all year, and they need him to step up even more.
That guy's going to get a goal tonight because he is moving at a different pace than everybody else.
Yeah, and Legacy's done a really nice job of getting traffic to Kleingen. There's probably been 4 or 5 shots from the outside that he has not seen. If they continue to do that, you can expect that one will probably find its way in.
Oh, and a trip up, and Sentry's going to the box. Braden Strom got upended. And Sentry, we're going to get the official call here. Looks like Hayden Eckert's going off. And that's 2 minutes for tripping. So Sentry, 0 for 1 on a Serve Pro power play. Serve Pro, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Legacy 20% on the man advantage. Sentry 78% on the PK on the season. 2 minutes, Eckert off for tripping. Legacy establishes possession. Isaac Lewis to Garley. Traffic out front. Right in the slot. Nobody's cleared it yet. It did not get all the way to Kleingen. Now Joel Anderson. Far wall. Right on the side of the cage. Caleb Johnson whacking at it, and Kleingen will cover it up. 18-4, the shots in the first period. You surprised by that number?
I'm a little bit surprised. I thought Sentry would have maybe a little more pushback. The first 5 minutes was a little bit back and forth. Last 10 minutes, though, Legacy's really been taking it to them. A lot of shot volume. They got to continue to get to the net, cause havoc for Kleingen, and make those saves tougher for them.
Garley with a high wicked wrister. Sentry will send it down. 1 minute left in period number 1, and Legos will be on the power play for the final 60 seconds as Garley carries in. Drops it back to Johnson, almost out, but Joel Anderson holds it in to Caleb Johnson. Cross ice, he seams it, and a shot there by Garley, handled by Kleingen. Back out in the slot, shoot, oh, just wide. Sentry can't get it out, back to the line it goes. Strom out front. Isaac Lewis couldn't get a stick on it. Half a minute to play period 1. Sentry gets it out to center ice. Anderson turns it quickly. And here comes Garley back in. And that shot hit a stick and up into the netting. I don't think the puck ever came back down.
It's going to be somewhere in VFW forever. Or until they come to paint up high.
Until they have to fix a speaker or something and find that baby in the rafters. It seems like Legacy's had the step here in period number 1, but we're still 0-0. Let's see if it stays that way. Out to center it comes. And now Legacy's going into the box.
That's a tough penalty right there. It kind of accidentally get your stick in his feet there. He gets tripped up. I don't think Legacy likes that call too much, but he does get his stick in there and he falls over.
Yep, Kason Hagerod looked like he was trying to get away for Sentry. And gets tripped up there by Bo Raschke.
Bo Raschke's a guy that's been playing a lot tonight as well. He's one of those guys, he hasn't gotten talked about a lot, but he's probably one of the best just actual defenders that you're going to see, and even as a 9th grader, he's played really steady hockey this year, and they rely on him a lot, and that hasn't lit up the score sheet a lot, but played very well for Legacy this year.
4-on-4 for the final 10 seconds of the period. Century to Brubachen. Patriots looking for one last rush, but time is going to expire with the puck on the stick there of Keaton Schulte. He and Braden Strom looked at each other in a quizzical fashion, but our first period ends in a draw. And our Magic Towing intermission report comes up next. 19-5, the shots on goal in our first period. Century and Legacy will play 21 seconds of 4-on-4, then Century will have about a minute and 20 power play to start our second period. At the end of one on your BNC Bank scoreboard, scoreless from the VFW, Century and Legacy in a pitcher's duel, and we're back with our Magic Towing intermission report after this break on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, NODAC Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. NODAC Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Scoreless draw in our first period. It's our Magic Towing intermission report. Magic Towing, you blow it, they'll tow it. Put this number in your phone right now, 701-509-4011. Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. If you mention the PSP network, give you $50 off your next tow. Good to have the fine folks at Magic Towing bringing you our halftime and intermission reports season long on the PSP network. All right, let's bring you into the broadcast booth. Todd DOMRES alongside Mario Lamoureux. As you and I were talking a little bit off air. Legacy had the step. They had the jump. They couldn't put anything in there. But man, I guarantee you that Coaches Farragher and Coach Davison are not happy because they didn't score, but they're pleased with the way they came to play.
I think any coach is going to say, okay, how did our team play regardless of the result? I think they're going to be really happy with how they played. I thought it was kind of back and forth through the first 5 minutes. Century had a couple looks early, but then I think the last 10, 12 minutes, Legacy really took it to them. They were a little bit harder on the puck and a lot of shot volume. I think what they got to do is try and get a little bit harder. Done a decent job trying to get to the net, but you got to create that havoc in front of Kleingen because he's looked really steady through that first period.
And if you kind of take yourself into the Century locker room, I don't know if they'll be kicking sticks or anything like that quite yet, but I bet you there's going to be an attitude adjustment, at least momentarily, within that locker room.
I think for sure you're going to say, you know what, hey, it's 0-0, so we're still in we're in a good spot, but we got to get it going here. I think it's really going to have to be led by the charge from like a Schulte, Brubach, and A.J. Johnson, some of those guys to try to get it going. But you can expect them to have probably a much better period. They're going to get a little power play time here early in the period with fresh ice. Definitely something that you're going to want to take advantage of.
Here's your first period numbers brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. For over 50 years, have been a trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com. Visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Scoreless duel. Legacy outshot the Patriots 19-5 in period number 1. Tristan Otto stopped all 5 of the shots he saw, as did Jaden Kleingen, stopping 19 of the shots he saw. And Century 0 for 1 on the power play. Legacy is still in the midst of a power play. Century will have another one coming up here in period number 2. So neither team able to capitalize yet with the man advantage. And there's your numbers brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. This week on the PSP Network looks like this. Got basketball action tonight. West Hope Newburgh, a ranked team in the B poll, taking on Towner Granville Upham. Yeah, we had to scratch Botno Rugby and Minot High tonight due to illness on the PSP broadcast team. And late addition to the PSP schedule, we got Dickinson High and Century in boys basketball night out in Dickinson. Thursday night basketball should be a beauty from the Division B of boys basketball. Bishop Ryan and West Hope Newburgh, those two teams have had some doozies in recent years. That should be fun again. Girls hockey on Thursday, Mandan and Minot. and a quadruple header of basketball, and then Saturday action from the Mesas. You got Minot High and Dickinson. There's your week ahead on the PSP Network. And be sure to check us out when it comes to the postseason. PSP Plus, your exclusive home for WDA hockey, basketball, and all the A and B regional and district basketball that you can stomach. Yeah, and go out there and find your way into the Platinum Plus package and just take every postseason event that the PSP Network has to offer. We're excited to do it. All right, fans, we'll take a timeout, and our intermission report brought to you by Magic Towing rolls on. We're scoreless. First intermission from the VFW in Bismarck.
Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
For people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Back in our first intermission, brought to you by Magic Towing. You blow it, they'll tow it. Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. No job too big or too small. Mention the PSP Network when you need a tow, and you'll save $50 off of that next tow. Intermission's brought to you by Magic Towing here on the PSP Network. Let's run some Ryan Family Dealership instant replays here. Action, the Joel Anderson. I mean, right off the cuff. I mean, that guy was awesome in that first 17.
He had his feet going. He was jumping up into the play, creating kind of helping keep pucks in the offensive zone. But yeah, he created a lot of havoc, and you expect to see him to maybe get on the score sheet tonight.
You know, the one thing that Century did do a nice job of, as you watch a few of these highlights, a lot of those shots are from, outside the dot, from the perimeter. There was a couple, but not a lot of stuff in that mid-slot, high slot, low slot area. So Century did keep that stuff to the exterior.
Yep, they definitely did a good job of kind of clogging the middle, forcing Legacy to take outside lanes. So if you're Legacy, you can say, hey, how do we get, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet inside and try and get some better angle shots.
Yeah, these replays are brought to you all season long by Ryan Family Dealership. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. When you outshoot the other team 19-5, you're going to get a few extra Ryan Family Dealership replays, of course, as Legacy in a lot of ways dominated some of the action in the first 17 minutes. There's your replay package brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. All right, fans, it's Stick It to Cancer nights. The girls and boys hockey games tonight. They got some fundraising things going up in the lobby here, the VFW, and you can't get through a Stick It to Cancer nights when the Century's playing to have a quick second to talk about Mike Johnson. Passed away before the season started this year. Those in the hockey community, Mike is one of those guys that the guy that just everybody enjoyed being around.
Yeah, but I personally didn't know Mike, but I know was connected to a lot of people that when he passed, it was really sad for a lot of families. I think he was great to a lot of those kids growing up, so it didn't matter what school you went to. I think he had a big impact on a lot of different people, and is certainly missed by a lot of people, and I think that definitely probably a rallying point for the Century Group this year, and honestly the whole hockey community within Bismarck for sure.
Yeah, Mike's wife Julie, their son Owen, their oldest son and Century captain Aiden Johnson, as well as the rest of the Bismarck hockey community. Mike Johnson, just 49 years old. He passed away from cancer right before the season, and hey, that's why we're raising money tonight. That's why you do all the pink nights. That's why you do the Stick It to Cancer nights, to raise money to get rid of that awful, awful disease. And yeah, one of those things.
Everyone's affected in some way. You know, had a mother-in-law that went through it a couple years ago. Fortunate that she kind of got through it, but you know, it's a sad deal. It's affected, you know, pretty much everyone in the world.
Our fans are just about set for second period hockey. Good to have Magic Towing bringing you our intermission reports. Sabres and the Patriots. Period number 2 comes up next here on the PSP Network.
The slice of the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
They moved one of our end zone views tonight, our goalie cams. It happens sometimes. We'll just have to avoid that end zone for a few periods here. All right, fans, we are underway in period number 2. 4-on-4 for 12 more seconds, and then Central have about 120 worth of a man advantage.
I think you're going to see a much more assertive Century team. I think they know they got to regroup. Wasn't a great period for them, and I think you can expect to see them be a little stronger.
And Century now on the man advantage. Legacy now 0 for 2 on the power play. Century just starting their second man advantage. Turned over. Century gets her right back. And here comes Andrew Brubachen getting the Jets going. And Brew will establish the zone. Tried to pad one. What'd you call that? The POP?
The POP, playoff pad.
Playoff pad, yeah. See, I learned fast. Brubachen from the dot. Goes in deep to Schulte. Nope, check that. That is filling. Back to the line to Eckert. Sends it over to Johnson. Low shot, traffic in front, steered away. Century with another 40 seconds on the man advantage. Turn back to Brubachen. And Brubachen knocked off the puck there by Strom from his knees. Stick handles. Gets it to Eckert. Back to Brubachen. Steps in. Tried to center it. Hit some skates. Patriots still have possession. Johnson sends it over. Eckert. Heavy wrist shot. Blocked in front and out. 15 seconds left on the man advantage. Eckert will just fire it in. Hagerod in chasing for the Patriots. As it looks like Legacy is going to burn off this second man advantage. Both teams now 0 for 2 with the power play. Johnson trying to get a stick on a loose puck on the side of the cage. Couldn't do it. And the Patriots and Hagerod as Isaac Lewis wins that puck battle. And here comes Legacy. And you get a couple guys tangled up back deep. And watch out, everybody. This is usually where Dan Durkee reminds everybody that, hey, you can be injured by pucks and equipment leaving the ice.
They hurt, I could tell you. From personal experience, you get hit by that. Does not feel good.
You know what that reminds me of is when Lane Sedevy showed up a year or two ago to do a PSP broadcast, and he had just a big old shiner. He caught one in practice.
It happens.
A
and it hurts.
Deflected puck right off the temple. And that baby was black and blue.
You're never safe.
Yeah, those hard circular objects hurt. Shots now 19-6 in favor of Legacy. We're scoreless on your BNC Bank scoreboard with 14.5 to play in period number 2. Connor wraps it around the back wall. Played on the far wall there by Aiden Johnson. Picked up by Freeling. Up ahead, Hagerot throws it in. Patriots get a new set of 5 powder blue jerseys out there. Legacy, good outlet pass there to Isaac Lewis. Renz knocked off the puck. Beckham in, working hard. As Davis tries to backhand it, but it pops out to neutral ice. Played by Mason Strom, but now Quinn Carlson has his stick lifted off there. Loose in front. Oh, and Centuries Freeling. That was Ben. Put it right on Tristan Otto, who was up to the task. Freeling again to the side of the cage. It's a good stick again by Otto. Well, Centuries came out a little more gumption here in period number 2.
Yeah, and I think you could have expected that. They're a good team. They didn't have a great period, and any good team will respond when they have a kind of a low period.
Century 14-3 on the season. Losses to West Fargo and twice to Minot. That's the only blemishes on that Century schedule this year, but they've had 3 overtime wins, including one out in Dickinson against a team that really hasn't put too many wins together in conference play. So, you don't never know which Century team you're going to get, maybe.
Honestly, you can never underestimate anybody. Anybody can be beat. I mean, you can look at last week. Minot gets thumped by Mandan, and honestly, maybe a good thing for Minot because they've kind of been running the table, and sometimes it's okay to get thumped. You kind of reset yourself and understand how you got to play, but you always got to be ready to play. You never know if someone, they have a good night, they have a hot goalie, and anybody could be beat on any night.
And you can attest to this, Mario. As Century tried to get one on the side of the cage, loose out front as Brubakken took a rip at it, and out to center it comes. You can attest to this as much as anybody as a coach. It's a little easier to get the boys' attention after an L.
Oh, 100%. Everyone's a little more on edge. Sports is a result. You want results, and when you don't get that, okay, what kind of adjustments do you have to make, so you're not in the loss column?
Legacy, Kyler Rand's got a shot on net. Now bodies are twisted up in front, and you get a 1, 2, 3, 4-car pileup.
That is not a good penalty from Century. The play is dead. They gave him an extra shot after. Looks like Legacy will end up on the power play here.
Let's get your Ryan Family Dealership relay of the melee. As there's Renz, got that shot to Kleingen, and then there's the bodies flying. And here comes the call, I think. Oh, no, we didn't get all the way to it, Mario. Eckert's going off for the second time tonight.
I know. I think it was Strom jumps into the pile kind of maybe a little bit late, and then Eckert tosses him. But it's just not a penalty you want to take. You talk about early in the year how opportunistic.
Now let's see if we can get a tail end of it here. Now the play is pretty much done. So and
jumps in.
Yeah.
It's, I don't love the call that much, but you're giving him a shot and you're leaving that open for the referee to make a call. And you hit him. If you hit him in the head, that's kind of a big no-no in today's game.
Yeah, from that angle, it almost looked like Brubakken got a little bit more than Eckert did, but from our vantage point, it looked like it was Eckert, and he is the one that goes off. Legacy. 2 minutes for roughing. Oh, off the end wall. Popped out, and Century will launch it down. Third power play of the night for Legacy. They're 0 for 2 with the man advantage.
There's Anderson just wheeling again. He looks great tonight.
Joel Anderson. To Garley up top. Back to Anderson. Legacy gets the man advantage going with the possession. Garley down deep. Caleb Johnson at the side of the cage working in Gretzky's office. Back out Garley. Check that was Strom. Back to him. Seams it across ice. There's Garley and a shot.
That's a great save by Kleingen.
Those are not easy.
Great movement up top, though. You see Strom kind of loaded up by the blue line. If we can get it on the, but you can see how Strom kind of loads that up, gets that downward speed, and that keeps himself open for a good shot. You can make a low play where you see there he hits the seam.
Now we'll get you the end zone replay as well. Yeah, watch this seam pass, and then watch how fast Kleingen gets across there. Oh, yeah, nice save.
Very, very good save.
Great replay as well. 21-7. Legacy has outshot Century. Here comes a 2-on-1. Schulte shoots. Oh, and a save by Tristan Otto. A shorthanded chance for Keaton Schulte. Quickly back. Wrist shot sails wide for Ben Garley. Kept in by Mitzel. High wrister over the cage. Century Schulte had to go back and get a wand as stepping in and launching. Sent it wide of the net for Garley. Strom gets it in deep. Caleb Johnson lurking in Gretzky's office. Looking, steps out. Oh, they had a chance. Backside play there. And Strom was wide of the net. Great angle from our vantage point. As there's 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Century packing it in the castle. Stepping in, Mitzel, and a save.
I don't love a lot of the shot attempts coming from Legacy. They're kind of getting in stationary where they're walking in, goalies square, and they're taking those shots. You're just not going to beat a high school goalie from the perimeter on a straight shot. You got to get him moving across his crease. You can see a lot of these shots. He's already set. Not a lot of traffic. He's going to make those saves every time.
Yeah, there's a glove and a mitt save there for Kleingen. 15 seconds on the man advantage. Raschke up top to Anderson. Far wing. Renz back to Anderson. Now to Raschke. Steps in. One-timer. Beckham mishit it. Joel Anderson as we're back to even strength. Legacy 0 for 3 on the power play. They got a couple guys looking for a centering pass. They couldn't get it through traffic. Yeah, Century has killed off another one. As Raschke had it go off his stick momentarily. Now you got a stalemate at center ice. Brubakken collects into the D zone of the Sabres with 10-15 and counting to play in a scoreless second period. Centered out front by Century. Nobody home for the Patriots. And here comes a developing 3-on-2. Beckham will toss it in deep. Took a weird bounce off the end boards. Patriots, turn it over. Stepping in. Mitzel loaded one up high. Looking for the top shelf was Gavin Mitzel. Shot goes wide there from the near point. Filling pops it off the wall to himself. Tried to do it again, but a nice play at the line there by Davis to hold it in for Legacy. Century now on the stick of Micah Erickson. Ahead, nudges it along. Carlson overskates it. And back to get it is Trenton Connor. For the Powder Blues of the Patriots. Good play there by Legacy. They got a chance. Their sharp angle shot. Kleingen up to the task. Back out to the line. Mitzel. Traffic. Tried to redirect it in front. Wraparound attempt. As Legacy's got Logan Kennison out there, that fourth line, along with Trenton Locker and Brody Berger.
It's a big shift, and you can get your third or fourth line out there that hasn't really got a lot of minutes and have a positive shift like this. That's big.
Mitzel's shot is wide. Back to get it is Berger. Kennison sends it up top. And launching it into the netting there was Blaze Miller. Now, Legacy had the third D pair out there and the fourth line. And they were entirely in the D zone of Century that entire shift.
Yep, and that's a huge – those are the types of things that they start stacking up. If you can stack a couple of those together throughout the course of the game, there's been some penalties, so that fourth line really hasn't got really much ice time this game. That's big, and especially when you've been sitting on the bench for a long time. It's not easy to go out there and feel comfortable and confident in your ability when you haven't been playing that much. So kudos to them. That's a big shift for Legacy.
Draw one by Century. And here comes Andrew Brubakken. Tried to drag it through traffic. Still had it on his stick.
There you can see that top-end skill from Brubakken.
Shot it wide at the tail end of it. Back comes Braden Strom. Turns with it. Tried to center it. And couldn't get it to Johnson. Here comes Brubakken again with another rush. Andrew tosses a backhand pass. And Freeling couldn't get a stick. Well, now it's a real racehorse hockey. Back and forth we go. And another shot up into the netting tonight. Brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Call Dylan today, 222-2155. Today's game also brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Mouth and Belly will thank you. Call them now at 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Davis got a stick on it for Legacy. Isaac Lewis battling on the wall in front of the Sabre bench. Out to center it comes. With an even 8 to play. Lewis has it back in, the captain. Right to the Century, or the Legacy bench it goes. Back in deep. Kyler Renz lost it momentarily, and now Century will send it down. That icing tonight going to be brought to you by Minot State University. 96% of their recent grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. See, this is the hockey gods evening it out for me. I had so many games early in the season that were 7-6, 9-2, 8-9. Just, it was uncanny how many goals were being scored, and now I'm getting pitchers duels.
I don't
0-0.
I don't like seeing bagels up there. I want to see some action. As a coach, you don't mind the low scores, but from up top, like, let's get some of those 7-6ers back. Get us sweating a little bit up here.
Century puts on one on net. Glove there by Otto.
Give credit to the goalies, though. Kleingen been really rock solid. Not a lot of grade A looks from Legacy this period, but he's playing really well and steady so far.
Yeah, you know as well as anybody. I mean, you talk to get pucks and bodies to the net. Legacy's done the better of that tonight, and eventually something goes through usually, but Kleingen's been up to the task for the Patriots. As we've reached 7:15 to play, loose puck in the blue paint. Kleingen got a little butt to the stick into Kyler Renz there.
He didn't like that.
Watch the tail end of this. After that puck goes right there, Kleingen.
You got to be careful of that. Like, I forget the penalty that's called for using your knob. I'm drawing a blank.
Here comes the goalie cam. Watch. We'll see if we get the tail end of it. Now we're back into live action. As the draw won by Century, Tanner Sorensen seams a pass looking for Brubakken, and Brew goes to the backhand, went top shelf, rebound. And I don't think Tristan Otto knew where that one was and hit him in the shoulder.
Yeah, didn't really get a good look on it, but when that puck popped out, he looked like he didn't know where it was.
Oh, almost a developing 2-on-1, but the pass is tipped as it was Strom again looking to get it over to Caleb Johnson. And those two top lines battling. It was one of our keys to the game is which one of these two top units would put points on the scoreboard tonight. And now Legacy might have a chance. Here comes Johnson, shoots, wide. And now the pegs are off, and Century's net is off the moorings.
Johnson's going to want that one back. Really nice play starting in their D zone. And Johnson shoots it about 5 feet wide.
Ryan Family Dealership replay. Now watch the action here as there you get a bird's eye look at it. Oh, yeah. It was almost like Kleingen, and Johnson held on to that as long as he could. Kleingen had overskated it, but Johnson missed the net. You can't really overskate it as a goalie. You're trying to just close off the angle.
Yeah, I mean, that's where those cross-seam passes, can be hard for a goalie because he's got to get over. That's where Johnson's really got to try and get that off as quick as possible and try and beat him to the post.
Bodies tangled up in front of the Sabre bench. Carter Madison throws it in below the goal line with 6 minutes to play in a scoreless second period. Oh, nice move by Mitzel, weaving through traffic, backhands it to Cooper Schwann. Shot goes wide. Aiden Johnson pokes it out, looking for a streaking Hayden Eckert. As Eckert gets a stick. Watch out, everybody. That one had some steam on it, too. Watch out, John.
That would have made me ugly if that hit me.
Hey, we just, with courtesy of the VFW, we just got a couple $8,000 worth of new cameras, and that just about took one of them out.
I heard they caught the guy, by the way, that stole all the stuff.
They did. He has gotten some, I'll say, justice. He's in the Burley Morton County Detention Center right now, awaiting a trial.
for his sake, it's better they caught him than you did, Todd.
I don't know about that, partner. I just talk big. Oh, man, that's funny. Joel Anderson has centuries. Eggert knocked off the puck. Nice play by Legacy. And launching it in. Beckham back there along with Isaac Lewis. Back to the line, Raschke. Just throws it in deep. Beckham plays the body. Johnson, Erickson, won there by Isaac Lewis. And at the side of the cage, Isaac Lewis gets dumped.
This is where you got to just stay out of that crap. You don't want to be taking an unnecessary penalty. You're just allowing the ref to call one.
Oh, a rivalry game, scoreless. We've played 29 minutes of hockey, and the tension is just slowly building.
Well, you're just waiting for someone to capitalize on a play, and it just hasn't happened yet. And I'm a little surprised that Century's response coming into the second period. I thought they for sure would come out a little bit stronger, but Legacy's continuing to take it to them.
Sent in by Jack Filling. Brubachen back there with Mitzel at the line. Kept in by Tanner Sorensen of the Patriots. Legacy has outshot Century 24-9. 24-9 here in the second period.
You know, fortunately for Century, it's still 0-0, and really anything could happen. One good play, and all of a sudden one team's up 1-0 on either side. But you know, you wonder if some of the subtractions to the Century lineup, and they've really been riding those top guys. Oh.
Shoot! Score! From the point, Evan Davis has just broken this tie. Davis picks a great time for his first goal of the season.
There's that point shot that we've been talking about. I wonder if Strom maybe even gets a stick on it.
Yeah, hard to tell.
Hard to tell.
Yeah, they're going to give the...
Maybe get a look at it here.
It didn't look like Schwan got a piece of it. Just maybe a screen.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about. A lot of shots from the perimeter, and they got that traffic in front, and Kleins are not able to pick it up.
Evan Davis, his first goal of the season unassisted, has given Legacy a 1-zip lead on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. With under 4 to play in the second period, one-timer from the line goes wide for Hagerats. Played back to Kaysen. Sends it back in below the goal line. Legacy's Cooper Schwan pops it out to center ice. Neutral zone play. Century wraps it right back in.
A good response shift from Century. It's so important on that response shift, whether it's a positive or negative after a goal. How do you respond to that? And Century's done a nice job, I think, led by Eckert, trying to get things going. Minus that icing right there.
And what's funny about that is it looked like it was going to be icing the other way for Legacy, and they say that Eckert tipped it. They waved it off, and then Century turned around and iced it themselves. So,
I mean, you look at Eckert. He's played a ton this game. You wonder, does that start to wear on a guy as this game goes on? Now we're late in the second period. He hasn't come off the ice much. Can he sustain his level of play and energy?
And here comes the aforementioned Hayden Eckert. Good job using the body there, but a little too good of a job using the body, and that's going to turn into an interference call, I believe, on Legacy. Yep, it's going to be Gavin Mitzel.
I'm not sure if I love that call. If he's calling it as Eckert tries to jump by, I don't know. I always say the ref might have saw something I didn't, so
yeah,
I'll keep my.
Always a different angle, right? It had to be where they were saying you're playing somebody without the puck, and so I don't know. Though it didn't look like there was much.
And this is a big opportunity for Century. They haven't had a lot this period. They get a power play late. If they can come out here and tie it, and all of a sudden they go into that third period, really things could go either way.
Good forecheck there by Strom. Eckert carries it to center ice. Knocked off his stick. Brubachen in traffic. Is Century with their third Serve Pro power play of the night. The Patriots just lofted in. Schulte gains possession, then lost it. Now working behind the net. Comes out to the line to Johnson. Back over to Schulte. Schulte with traffic. Shoot, rebound, and a goal! Century has just tied it up.
Big goal by Jack Filling. Opportunistic on rebounds, and he's Johnny on the spot, able to sneak it by Otto.
Get your Ryan Family Dealership replay. Is wasn't the first shot. Schulte put it on net, and yeah, there's Jack Filling. Just wrapped it into the 5-hole and got it past Tristan Otto.
That's a huge goal. You know, for a game that's really been controlled mostly by Legacy, and you can maybe go into the third period tied 1-1, and it really, you know, is anybody's game.
Strom puts a shot on net. Kleingen cleans that one up. Strom lays the body into Tanner Sorensen. Century has tied it up here late in the period.
Got to control your emotions here. You know, 2 plays there, Legacy maybe could have been down a man. They really got to control their emotions here.
Strom tried to center it. That hit a skate. Filling from Brubachen and Schulte, and the Patriots have tied it up. Blocker save for Kleingen. Kept in by Raschke. Loose out front. Backhand shot. Oh, what a save!
Amazing save by Kleingen to get that right pad out. Wow.
Legacy with a grade A chance. The Sabres are still buzzing. Shot there by Isaac Lewis. Blocked by the Patriots, but they took the worst of that one as Sorensen is laboring. Legacy and the Sabres buzzing here in the Century D zone. Turning is Beckham. Sends it over to Mitzel. Throws it out front, blocked, and Century just escapes some pressure. And they launch it down, but it's on net. Patriots will change. Legacy tips it in off the stick of Kyler Renz. Hayden Eckert bodied up there by Renz. Brubachen joins the fray. Under a minute to play. We're tied at 1. In period number 2, Eckert has it back. Steps in, backhand shot, not much on it. Schulte turns it in front of the Century bench. Back to him. Schulte, one-timer. Eckert, side of the cage.
I think I hit the post, I think.
And Legacy will cover it up.
Really nice movement from Century right off the half wall. They're continuing to ride those top guys. They're starting to, a couple good looks there.
Yeah, one-timer for Eckert. Couldn't see from that angle if that thing hit the pipe. And we've got half a minute to play in the second period. 1-1 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Legacy got a goal from Evan Davis. Century answers with Jack Filling. And here comes the Century rush. Century will fire it in. Filling and Schulte and Brubachen out there again. Bodies flying again. Tied up in the near side corner. Century centers it, and they turn, wheel one in front, blocked. And Caleb Johnson will just pin it against the wall. And that's the way period number 2 will go into the books. 1-1 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard after 34 minutes of play. And we'll come back with our Magic Towing intermission report. Magic Towing, you blow it, they'll tow it. Intermission report comes up next here on the PSP Network.
Nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all.
7, pressure, points, yeah! It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here.
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
Ah, 34 minutes have been played from the VFW tonight. Not much settled as we're tied at 1 in our second intermission. Brought to you by Magic Towing. You blow it, they'll tow it. Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. Mario's over here recruiting kids to come to the LAMOUREX summer hockey camps.
They're just crowding over me. I guess they like me, I guess.
I like it. We got a little fan club brewing here. That's awesome. All right, Legacy gets a goal from Evan Davis. Century answers with Jack Filling. And 1-1. Century's with a power play, so the Patriots 1 for 3 as we'll get to the numbers in just a second here. But, hey, the response shift, I just want to start with that. You mentioned it. Century came out and did it, and then it turned into a man advantage, and then they popped it in.
Yeah, it's just those are crucial points during any game. You have a goal that's scored. How do you come out and respond? You know, I think for Century, they get scored on, and they haven't really had a great period, but they come out the next shift. Hayden Eckert leads the charge, gets that puck into the zone. They get a little bit of pressure. Eventually, they're on the power play, and then they capitalize. So, to me, that whole goal starts with Eckert leading the charge on the response shift. And they are, I would say, probably fortunate to be going into the third period 1-1, but now it's anybody's ball game.
Yeah, this is eerily similar to, it was 2-1 after 2 periods. We had a stalemate in the third period the last time these two teams played back on January 2nd. And now you kind of look at this, and it's got a similar feel to it, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And to me, the first game of the season, Century was controlling the first 2 periods. Yep. So I think my question mark as Century comes out, and I assume they want to come out and have a stronger period again, are they running out of steam with some of those guys that are out of the lineup? Heath Frickman, Ty Backus, big parts of their lineup. They've been, Eckert, I don't know if he hardly came off the ice at all in the second period. Does he run out of steam at some point? You can only push so hard, and has bursts where he gets it going, but that's a lot of minutes to take for anybody. And do they have the energy to sustain through the third period and make a push for some offense?
Here's your numbers, brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. Been doing it for over 50 years. Trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com. Visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Tied up at 1 after 2 periods. Legacy has outshot Century 27-15. Tristan Otto stopped all but one of his shots he's seen, and Jaden Kleingen, I think I got the saves backwards, so yeah, I do.
That's on me, Todd.
Yep, no, that's all right. We were both looking at it, and we both decided to do it wrong. So let's just change that. That's how fast we can do it on the fly. We'll have our graphics and production team just fire that through, and look at that. Magically, now Kleingen has 26 saves, and Tristan Otto has 14 saves. Legacy 0 for 3 with the man advantage, and Century 1 for 3. That goal by Filling was on the man advantage. So there's your numbers, brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. All right, I got a quick little replay package here. You're going to see these 2 goals almost in succession. A couple other replays here is, both goalies made some good saves. There you see Kleingen sprawling. And then here you're going to get the goal for Century as Filling steps to the dot, Schulte, and there's Filling wrapping it in.
Yeah, just a quick stick in front, and Filling is a guy that they've really had step up this year, and offensively, that's a big goal for him.
And here's that goal from the point by Evan Davis. We watched it from the goalie cam, and it looked like Cooper Schwann had a screen, as it didn't seem like Kleingen had a good view of that thing, and it found the top shelf.
Yeah, well, we've talked about those point shots and being able to get traffic. If there's a perimeter shot, Kleingen's going to make the save. If you can get that traffic in front, it can squeak in, and obviously on that goal, he wasn't able to get his eyes on it.
Yeah, a couple more saves by both those goalies. Just good action in period number 2 as it is a draw, 1-1 as we're in our second intermission, brought to you by Magic Towing. Magic Towing, put this number in your phone right now, 701-509-4011. Serving Western North Dakota. If you mention the PSP Network, you'll get $50 off your next tow. All right, we've shown you this a couple times. Be sure to like and follow us on our social media platforms of Facebook, Instagram, and X. You can find all the latest happenings on the PSP Network. There's your action tonight, Thursday night, back on the air with a big one in Division B basketball. Ryan and West Oak Newburgh, Mandan and Minot High in girls hockey. Quadruple header of basketball on Friday night, headlined by Mandan and Century, a ranked matchup all the way across the board there. And we close out the week with Minot High and Dickinson in West Region hockey. All right, and last but not least, a reminder, PSP Plus, your exclusive home for postseason action on the PSP Network. WDA hockey starts on February 20th. That's only 2 weeks away and change as we get set for postseason. 2 weeks, be 2 weeks from today? What is today? Tuesday? Thursday? Tuesday. No, not 2 weeks from today. It'll be 2 weeks from Thursday.
I can't add.
Yeah, there we go. That's you and me both, Mario. Heck, we just added up how many saves these kids had, for crying out loud. We can't add up any more stuff than that. Make sure to like and follow us and buy that Platinum Plus package and get set for postseason action here on the PSP Network. All right, fans, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. That always helps the cause. Come back, and our third period comes up next. Should be an exciting final 17 from the VFW tonight. BNC Bank scoreboard 1-1. Second intermission, third period comes up next here on the PSP Network.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
To anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
Century really late out of the locker room as clock is expiring there, as you see it on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. And we're just about set for period number 3. Legacy's outshot Century 27-15. And while we have a second, let's give you a BNC scoreboard update here as check out scores tonight around the WDA, actually across the state. You got Red River leading Davies 4-2 with 7 minutes left in the third. North has taken care of Grafton Park River tonight 4-3. South Shanley 5-2 over Devil's Lake. Minot roughs up Botno tonight 7-zip. Of course, we're tied here, and Mandan 6-0 after 2 periods over Hayes and Beulah. Dickinson and Bismarck no score out in the Queen City. And Grand Forks Central leading West Fargo Cheyenne 3-1 with 6 minutes left in the third. There's your BNC scoreboard update as we are underway in our third period. Any surprise there by Century getting out of the locker room so late? I mean, they didn't even get out here for a chance to even take one lap around.
They were kind of known for coming out like right as the buzzer was going to hit 0.
All right, so really no surprise there.
It drove me a little bit nuts, but you know what? That's what I want to do. I don't care.
All right. Centuries. Andrew Brubachen gets the rush started. Fires it over through the stick of Filling. Legacy, center ice. Strom couldn't play it, but Caleb Johnson will knock it in for the Sabres.
Keep an eye on how much Eckert's going to play this period. He might not come off the ice at all.
Century's Jack Filling couldn't catch up with it. Strom over to Mitzel off the skates of Davis as Trenton Connor bodies Evan Davis. Century gets a chance. Stepping in as Filling tries to go 5-hole, and Tristan Otto with the save.
Nice save by Otto, and I'm not sure how that puck popped out to Freeling there, but really a good grade A chance just inside the dot lane.
Almost played it off the wall. No, he didn't play off the wall. Just turned it and smothered up there by Tristan Otto.
Freeling's another guy that they really rely on to kind of get that secondary offense. He's been a solid little player for them this year.
Century Sorensen has to go back and get it. Renz right in the action for Legacy, but it comes over to Quinn Carlson. Yeah, Century's going to be offside. Delayed offside call. Now Legacy ahead to Kyler Renz. Surveying, Renz throws it out to the line. Raschke, time and space, low pad save on the far post for Kleingen.
That's where if you have traffic in front, you got to get those elevated over the pad, because if he doesn't see it, it's got a chance to sneak its way in.
Playing off the wall and out to center by the Patriots. Legacy is outshot Century 28-16. Knocked in by Joel Anderson. Evan Davis on the chase in there for Legacy. Oh, and a turnover. Davis lurking. Check that. That's not Davis. That was Cooper Schwann. Tried to center it. Knocked into the near side corner. Century carries it out. And hustling in is Micah Erickson. Davis knocks it back. Here comes Carter Madison. Got a developing 3-on-2, but Eckert takes it away. Eckert weaving through. Centers it in the blue paint. Right out front. Shoot wide. As Micah Erickson couldn't put that on net.
Not a good turnover from Carter Madison in the neutral zone, which led to that little sequence in their defensive zone.
Hayden Eckert popped off his stick. Back behind the cage of Tristan Otto. Century gets a shot from the far dot, and it's cleaned up there by Otto.
A little bit of sloppy play from Legacy coming through the neutral zone. Couple bad puck plays, turning away from pucks. They got to make sure they're really consistent with stopping on the puck, making good puck plays through the blue lines.
Two top lines out there. Strom and Brubachen on the draw to the glove side of Otto. Comes out to Garley.
Again, another neutral zone turnover. You're trying to force a play.
Brubachen, hard to the cage. Centered out front. Oh, and Schulte couldn't get a stick on that centering pass from Andrew Brubachen. Now you get Strom ahead of the pack. His centering pass, nobody home. Eckert lays the body into Joel Anderson, tangled up in some skates. Turned by Caleb Johnson. Bouncing puck, Joel Anderson just sends it in deep. Played 4.5 minutes here in our third period. No score in the period. We're still tied 1-1 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. WDA boys hockey from the VFW tonight. Todd DOMRES, Mario Lamoureux. Could have John Haugen producing around the cameras for us. As Jack Filling tried to scuttle it over to Schulte. Strom battling with Johnson. Sent out to Brubakken. Brubakken tried to saucer a pass over there to Hayden Eckert. Couldn't knock it down, and it's an icing tonight brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dylan today, 222-2155. Make sure your furnace performing at the top of its game. You know, in a tie game, the next goal is always huge, but man, it really feels like that's going to be the story tonight, huh?
It very well could be. It's, those one mistake. I was going to say prior, with how much the top guys have played on each team, like, who's going to minimize their mistakes? You know, they've had some sloppy plays both ways to start the period. Can you minimize that and not give the other team an easy offensive chance?
And who could capitalize on a mistake? Maybe it'll be a special teams play. Maybe it'll be a defensive lapse as here comes Century's Johnson. And a stick save there for Tristan Otto. Played nicely on the backhand. A little escape from Brody Berger. Got it up ahead to Beckham, who just dumps it in. Berger flies in. Good forecheck developing here for Legacy as Century couldn't get it out. Joel Anderson, he's been money all night, just flops it right back in for the Sabres. Back behind the net is Kennison, along with Locker.
This is another good shift from the fourth line of Legacy, playing in the offensive zone.
Yeah, Century now with the takeaway, and they couldn't get it ahead to Case and Hagerot. As you said, though, that fourth line, this zone time again for the Sabres.
That's huge, and with Century not really utilizing their third or fourth lines that much, to me that could be a difference maker in the game. Is you're giving your top guys maybe that little extra rest, and now they got a little more jam to make a play.
Uh-oh, now you get a chance out front, shoot, oh, and a save for Jaden Kleingen. Off the stick there from Ben Garley. Score still 1-1 with under 11 to play. Filling almost had a chance there. Eckert's pass tipped. Mitzel, a turnover at center ice. Knocked back in though by Ben Garley into the Century D zone. Century turns it right back over. Kyler Renz in front of an outlet there intended for Brubakken. Now, which team is going to make a mistake? You haven't really seen a lot of, odd man rushes and things like that of any nature. Now you get a shot that's deflected up into the rafters again. We play on. Renz with that latest shot, and here comes Filling. Jack throws it in deep.
Kyler Renz has really had a strong game for Legacy, and he's kind of been a depth player all year, but with some of the injuries, he's a guy that's really stepping up and looking good tonight.
Connor at the line. Put it just wide of the cage. Schulte working in there deep. Brubakken tried to center with the backhand, couldn't do it. And here comes Isaac Lewis. Pops it off the wall to himself. Eckert back to play it. And back out to center it comes. Carter Madison had a stick on it. Sent across ice. Oh, now you get a chance for Brubakken. He will step in. Backhand. Oh! And I think Otto got a stick on that. Back in the slot, loosened some skates. That is the last guy. You talked about when Strom had a chance earlier. The last guy you want to see if you're a Sabre fan coming in is 17.
No, he is dangerous. He doesn't need a lot of room to make a good play or to get a shot off. So, that's a big save from Otto. I'm not sure if he got all of it when he went to his backhand, but, they're fortunate to not be down.
Back in, a little 2-on-1. Shoot! Score! Top shelf! where Grandpa Fred hides the good stuff, and Mason Strom.
What a goal that was.
Has just put Legacy on top.
Depth scoring coming in big. Not what I predicted at the start of the game.
And a Ryan Family Dealership replay turned into a quick little 2-on-1 right on the tape. Oh, back to the forehand and Strom.
But just a great play. You catch it on your backhand, you pull it to your forehand, and then elevate that puck over the blocker. That's a very skilled play. And Mason Strom, sneaky good hands. And that's a huge goal for him.
It's good to see Joel Anderson get rewarded with a point tonight.
Oh, for sure. He's a guy, he's been all over the map, all over the ice today. Had a really strong game, making a lot happen, and he definitely gets rewarded on the score sheet, and well-deserved.
Legacy scores at 7:58. Yeah, Century gets a shot on net. Otto up to the task. Let's see if I can get you, oh, okay. They'll tell you the scoring recap there. Mason Strom has the goal. That's his third of the season. Assist to Cooper Schwann and Joel Anderson as Legacy puts one on the board here in the third period, and the Sabres lead 2-1. 8:27 to play on that BNC National Bank scoreboard, and a huge goal for Legacy. Oh, right out front. Century has just tied it up.
What a shot from Jack Filling. Another response from Century right after a goal against.
Off the draw, and Filling finds the back of the net. Yeah, right there. Yeah, over the glove hand of Tristan Otto. Filling did not make a mistake on that one. I want to see what happened on the draw here.
Well, you can see, I think Lewis overskates it there, and that's where he talked about stopping on the puck. But Jack Filling, he's got a heck of a shot. He gets it off quickly, and he stepped up big for this Century team.
Well, about 50 seconds after Legacy had taken a lead. Now into blue paint, Century has another chance. I was listening to the official announcement as Century throws it into paint. Oh,
wow, big save from Otto.
Schulte on the doorstep, couldn't cash it in. Century's buzzing.
Good response from them. They get the goal, and now they got the momentum. This is exactly what they need.
High shot for the line there by Eckert, hit traffic. Century wedges it in. Legacy throws it into their bench. And the scoring recap, you had the goal from Jack Filling tonight for Century. His fifth goal of the season, assisted by Keaton Schulte. Time of the goal, 8:37.
You know, Jack Filling is a guy that came in, wasn't playing a ton real early in the season, but he's really come on strong and been one of the top guys for Century, the last 10 to 12 games.
Filling with 2 goals tonight. Got both tallies for the Patriots. Off the stick of Quinn Carlson, he has to tag up. 7.5 to play. We're back tied at 2 goals, about 45 seconds apart. Legacy crept ahead with a beautiful goal from Mason Strom. Century gets a beauty right back from Jack Filling. And as here comes Garley. No, check that. That's Braden Strom.
Ooh, Century probably gets away with one there.
Back out into the slot. Shot gobbled up there by Jaden Kleingen as Strom is lurking around the net again.
Gosh, Kleingen has been just really steady tonight. A lot of quality chances from Legacy, and he's really looking really comfortable.
That last save right there, you see the end zone view, the goalie cam view as Kleingen gobbles it up. His 29th save of the evening. Mitzel wraps it around the boards. Century pops it out to center. Neutral ice, here comes Mitzel, throws it right back in. It wheels around to Caleb Johnson. Centers it to Strom, walks in. Oh, just missed the top shelf again. Mitzel, Century loses a stick. Connor has to go pick that up. As the Patriots, Johnson trying to go cross ice. Looking for Hagerot. Yeah, Century has Eckert back there to get it. Backhands it off the boards to himself, and Hayden Eckert out to center. Here comes Century, 3-on-2. Eckert wheels into the high slot, body off the puck. Good play there by Cooper Schwann. Back in deep. Patriots get it down low to Filling. Jack twists, turns, throws it back behind the net. Brubachen back there, wins the puck battle. His centering pass hits a stick, and here comes Legacy. Schwann ridden off it there by Eckert. Oh, now you get a chance.
Oh, nice bounce.
Cooper Schwann comes in. Oh, and Kleingen up to the task.
Crazy bounce off the wall and turns into pretty much a breakaway, but nice save by Kleingen again.
Well, you had somebody for Century who's coming out on a D-line pair change, and they just barely got somebody back into the action, but Cooper Schwann denied there. Let's get your Ryan Family Dealership replays. How about that one? Let's see if we can see the bounce even at center. Yeah, watch this.
Just kind of hammer it across, takes a funny bounce, and they catch him on a change. Hockey's unpredictable.
Hockey, sometimes the puck bounces your way, right? You saw the tail end of that there is a huge shave by Jaden Kleingen. Approaching 5 minutes to play on your BNC Bank scoreboard. We're tied at 2. WDA hockey tonight from the VFW. These crosstown rivals going toe-to-toe. Century 14-3 on the season. A Legacy 11-7. Big 3 points on the line tonight. Century right now number 2 in the standings. Legacy number 4. Yeah, there's a shot there by Connor. Hit traffic. Throws it on again, this time off the net. Now Johnson slammed into the wall. Good hit there by Davis. And Evan takes the puck away. Legacy rolls it out to center. Century has got Sorensen flying it in. Sorensen, good play by the D-man Raschke, the freshman with a nice play. Now you get a chance. And here comes Strom steamrolling in, goes to the forehand, back to the backhand. Oh, and he slams into the cage.
Nice play by Strom there. Throws his leg out there to protect, and then Kleingen just able to hold on. If Strom had been a little more patient on it, he might have snuck it in, but took a huge choice. I wonder what he said. What do you think he said, Todd?
That was awesome. Yeah, here it comes again. Right into your living room. Oh, and I think it might have hit the pipe.
Yeah, it was right there. Nice move.
Well, there's the backside view. Let's see if we can get you the front side view. As here comes Strom. Went to the backhand, back to the forehand. Yeah. Well, Legacy, how about the chances by Strom now and Schwann, yeah. Here comes Strom again. Looking for an interference call with a Sabre faithful.
I can see why you'd be mad that that's not called, because you get one against in the second period. It's the exact same play, probably worse, and then you don't call it. So
Century comes out. Brubachen with Filling and Schulte. Brubachen throws a shot on net, steered to the corner by Otto. Century is trying to establish some zone time here with under 4 to play in the contest. We're tied at 2. Out to the line to Johnson. Holds it on the wall to Schulte. Dumped in deep to Brubachen. Brubachen battling back there with Raschke and Caleb Johnson. Wheels out. Johnson with a burst. Johnson around the defense. Tries to center it to Garley. Just hopped over his stick. Well, Legacy has had the better of the chances here in the third period. Boy, that thing stopped on a dime. As now you get a battle in the near side boards. Near corner. Carlson whacked at it for Century. Davis sends it across to Mitzel. And here comes Cooper Schwann. He's got Carter Madison with him. Cooper Schwann back behind the net. Strom tried to center it back to Madison. Here comes Century. Patriots just pop it in. They'll go in the chase. Back is Mitzel to play it. Hagerod battling the 19s there for their respective teams. We're down to 2.5 to play. Legacy has outshot Century 33-22. Century wins a puck battle, but they can't get it out to the point and keep it in the zone. Eckert back and forth with Trenton Connor. Connor will just backhand it in. Patriots get a new 5. Mitzel, D-man out there for Legacy. It pops out of the stick of Beckham. And Beckham can't stick handle through traffic. Nobody with Beckham, Presley McKay, as Schulte's ridden off the puck. Almost had a chance there for Centuries. Jack Filling looking for a hat trick tonight. Round the wall to Beckham. Down to 90 seconds to play in the contest. Looking for Isaac Lewis on an outlet. And here comes Lewis wheeling in. Isaac Lewis into Kleingen. I don't know if Jaden Kleingen knew where that puck was.
Really nice play by Isaac Lewis. Drives that puck inside the dots. I'd like to see him maybe hold on to that puck a little bit more, pull it across the crease, but nonetheless, a great save by Kleingen. But a good scoring chance from Legacy out of Isaac Lewis.
Kleingen was looking around like, okay, where is it? That's an eerie feeling when you don't know where the puck is at. And the Patriots are going to take a First International Bank and Trust timeout. Now there you see the goalie cam replay there of Kleingen closing the door. First International Bank and Trust, our timeout sponsor, a full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built on the bond between employees and customers, founded in 1910. Serving rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. How do you like the timing of the timeout there for Troy Olson? As 90 seconds left, he's ridden the horses tonight. And give him a blow and keep those big guns out here for likely the remainder of the third period.
I would assume that they're probably not coming off the ice, and get them a breather. They've been playing a ton of minutes, and just let them ride this one out. Hopefully they got a few fumes left to make an offensive push.
Well, we just did a Century overtime game a week or so ago against Mandan right here at the VFW. We actually had a feeling that one was going to go to a shootout, but the Patriots have been playing some bonus hockey recently. Legacy, if I'm not mistaken, has played one overtime tilt this year.
Yeah, I think Isaac Lewis had one game winner in overtime early in the year.
Yep. Century with 3 overtime contests on the season. Off the draw, pillow save, rebound, cleared away to the corner. Off the draw, Legacy had a chance. Century out to Filling. Jack retreats, pressure put on there by Strom. Strom with a poke check. And here comes Braden. Looks to center it to Caleb Johnson, tried to get it back, and a good stick there as they lifted the stick of Garley. Century has it back to Keaton Schulte. As we got 1 minute to play in regulation. A nifty little stick handle there by Joel Anderson. I don't know if that's the time and place to be pulling that move out.
It makes a coach nervous, but you know what? He pulled it off.
Yeah. Hayden Eckert looks to center it. Looking for Hagerod. One-timer for Freeling. That's blocked. Down in deep. Hagerod, Mitzel battling. Hagerod bodied off the putt there by Raschke. And now Beckham has it. Taken away. Freeling and Hagerod with 20 seconds to play in regulation. Eckert at the line. Trying to get it back over to A.J. Johnson. Couldn't do it. Century keeps it in, however. Johnson battling there with Joel Anderson. Check that. That's just Aiden Johnson, not A.J. Johnson. Isaac Lewis down to 3, down to 2, and we are going to overtime. 51 minutes, not enough from the VFW tonight.
Another tight matchup out of these two clubs.
Well, we have seen a lot of good hockey this year. I mean, our games in the capital city here, when we've had contests between Bismarck and Mandan and Century, Legacy and Century, Century and Mandan, I mean, every one of them has been hard fought.
Yeah, it really has. And I think kind of shows the testament, you got that inner city rival, a lot of energy, a lot of intensity, on these both of these teams. And I really look at the matchup early in the season where I really thought Century was a better team. And if you fast forward, about a month or 6 weeks, and I really think Legacies really look like the better team tonight. A few more scoring chances, more puck possession, and they look like they're really dialed in coming into the end of the year as WDA approaches.
All right, they put 3 minutes up, a rest period. We'll take a break. We'll come back with overtime from the VFW. End of regulation, BNC Bank scoreboard, and we are knotted up at 2 in the capital city.
Had your back, or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
You've worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
In times of loss, ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Just about set for overtime. Numbers at the end of regulation: 35 shots for Legacy, 23 for Century. Kleingen with 33 saves, Tristan Otto with 21 saves. 8 minutes are on the board. If we don't settle it in those 8 minutes, we'll go to a shootout tonight in this capital city clash between these two rivals. Tied at 2 as we start overtime. Legacy quickly to Raschke. Sabres will dump it in. Back to get it is Eckert. Sends it back over to Johnson. Eckert saucers a pass over to Schulte. Patriots enter the zone. Schulte throws it off the back of the cage. Brubachen lurking. Filling's got 2 goals tonight for Century. From the line, out front. Shot there by Eckert, and with Brubachen lurking, a save for Tristan Otto. Everybody's kind of collectively holds their breath, even in overtime. You get shots on goal like that, you get a little traffic in front. Yeah,
Brubachen almost gets a stick on it.
Yeah.
And a lot of velocity with that shot coming from Eckert, too.
Yeah, you can see Brubachen trying to tip that thing down to get it, because it was a high shot. Brubachen trying to get the tip deflection and the winner. Legacy almost has a chance there with Braden Strom. Johnson just pins it in deep. 1 minute into overtime. Schulte wedges it off the wall. Filling as Brubachen couldn't get through traffic. Legacy holds the zone momentarily, but here comes Brubachen with a head of steam. Brubachen will shoot, pillow save, rebound, shoot. Oh, wide for Filling, looking for the hat trick. Now right out front.
POP action.
Yeah, off the pad, looking for the point. Century had a chance. They center out front. And Filling couldn't seam it through. Oh, now you get Beckham had a chance. tried to center it. Good stick there by Hayden Eckert. One-timer for Mitzel, and it hits the Century defender, but Connor couldn't chase it down. Down to 6.5 to play in overtime. Tied at 2 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life's busy. They make managing money easy. Locations in North Dakota, Arizona, Minnesota. Find them online at bnc.bank. Beckham twists it in, and they say that was a 2-line pass, so it'll be offsides. Brought to you tonight by our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics. Braces and Invisalign for all ages. You can check them online at minotbraces.com. Icing also brought to you tonight by the UPS store in Minot, located in the Marketplace Food Plaza and South Broadway in Minot. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Off the draw, heavy wrist shot put on net there by Gavin Freeling. Stick save for Otto. 35-26 the shots now. Legacy has a chance. They center it to Caleb Johnson. Sticked away there by A.J. Johnson. The captain now working in front. And a sharp angle shot there for Caleb Johnson. Up into the netting.
Nifty play from Caleb Johnson coming out of the corner. Pressure on him. He has the patience to not just throw that puck away, which a lot of players will do sometimes, and he kind of carries that puck to the net. Century does a good job getting a stick on it, and eventually goes out of play.
Well, and I get these draws. Offensive zone faceoffs become important. Strom will take it for Legacy as Century will knock it out to neutral ice. Filling, Eckert battling with Strom. Schulte lays the body. Strom wins the puck battle. Century player goes down. That was Brubakken. Turned back around by Joel Anderson. Century has it to Schulte, who just wedges it ahead.
This is where you really got to take care of the puck. You're tired. The ice is not very good. And you really got to take care of the puck so there's not a careless turnover.
Stalemate at center as Century's got Brubakken, who will just fire it in. Century throws it in deep. Back to get it is Gavin Mitzel. Off the wall to Davis. Oh, they tried to Davis or threw a board pass ahead. And it's going to be icing as Garley couldn't chase it down. There's a few tired bodies out there right now.
Yeah, I don't think, you can see like Hayden Eckert, little bent over there. He hasn't come off the ice in overtime yet. I wasn't even exaggerating when I said he hasn't come off the ice at all in the third period. He literally hasn't. So, yeah, he's played a ton. He's taken a couple faceoffs. He's doing a little bit of everything tonight.
4:44 left in bonus hockey. Eckert wraps it right back in for the Patriots. Carlson will go battle against Raschke. Micah Erickson has a stick on it for the Patriots, along with Carlson. Renz tried to rifle it out of there for Legacy, couldn't do it. Now out to Beckham. Turned ahead to Lewis. Poke checked away, but Beckham has it back, and the Sabres throw it into the Century D zone, which we approach halfway through overtime. Eckert plays the body. Schulte pirouettes and sends it over to Andrew Brubakken with Freeling with him. Brubakken still carrying the puck. Now he gives it off to Eckert. Down in deep to Schulte. Now out front, Brubakken shoot. Oh, off the pillow. Schulte couldn't slam it in. Legacy's got a guy down. That's Isaac Lewis. He's hobbling and centered out front. Settled down and shot in by Eckert. Filling gets bodied off the puck. Century with some zone time here in OT. Kept in, and Century dumps it right back in deep. Now they got a chance. Out to Schulte. Shoot! Score!
Great goal. Got to get that puck out of the zone. They capitalize on a turnover and make them pay.
Legacy was in their D zone forever, it seemed like. And then they couldn't get it off the line, and guess who just ended it for the Patriots?
You talk about making mistakes when you're tired. Century's able to hold the zone, make a nice play, and it was really a great goal to get that puck around Otto.
Yeah, here's a Ryan Family Dealership replay from the end zone cam. You're going to see Andrew Brubachen.
Need your big guys to step up and make a play. Couldn't ask for it for a guy that's played huge for Century this year, and he steps up with another big overtime goal.
Andrew Brubachen has just ended it for Century. We'll get you the how about the front side Ryan Family Dealership recently. You saw the goalie cam view of it. There's that little Legacy had a chance, and then here comes Brubachen. He had Schulte out in the slot, but it's a great play.
Yeah, that's a very, very finesse play. But you can see the turnover there at the blue line. That has to get out of the zone. Too easy of a turnover.
And Century got it back in deep, and Brubachen knows exactly what to do with it there. All right, fans, that was fun. We'll have our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame show from the VFW tonight. We'll put a bow on this one. Final score in overtime on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. Century 3, Legacy 2. A final in WDA hockey tonight from the capital city.
Nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany? Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here. Hit all, 7, pressure, points, yeah! It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Just another night, just another overtime game on the PSP Network, just another Century win in overtime. They've done it in back-to-back weeks. They beat Mandan in OT a week ago, and Patriots do it again. 3-2 off the stick of Andrew Brubachen in overtime. They defeat Legacy. Century improves to 15-3. Legacy will fall to 11-8. Century gets the extra point tonight with the win in overtime. It's our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning team financial advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom, and Shots Crossroads, your postgame headquarters. You can order online at shotscrossroads.com. Yeah, you knew it was going to be a mistake, a penalty, a turnover, and in this case, it was just Century had some zone time, and Legacy, just as you said, they desperately needed to get that puck out of the zone.
Yeah, mistakes are just crucial when you're tired. The ice is bad. You got to make sure you take care of the puck. You got to win the battles at the blue lines, offensive and defensive blue lines. And at that point, Eckert makes a great play at holding the zone. Legacy fails to get the puck out, and then they make a play low, and Brubachen, highly skilled play, and makes a great, finishes a great play.
Isn't it uncanny for guys like Brubachen, guys like Braden Strom, goal scorers, how often you find yourself in that situation?
Well, I think you talked early in the broadcast about, like, you don't have the puck that much, and finding that space and understanding how to get those openings so you can score goals. And I think you look there, Brubachen, opportunistic. There's a turnover, boom, you put yourself in a position to be in attack mode, and he certainly did that on the overtime winner.
All right, fans, a couple things to take care of here in our planning team financial advisors. Shots Crossroads postgame show. First up, it's the numbers, brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. Century 3-2 victorious tonight. Legacy outshoots the Patriots 35-28. Kleingen with 33 saves. Tristan Otto with 33. Patriots, one power play tally. Legacy 0 for 3 with the man advantage. There's your numbers, brought to you by Ryan Family Dealership. All right, first up, it's our move of the game, brought to you by Spas Etc. They keep folks in the capital city in tune with 22 years of experience. Spa, hot tub, sauna, tanning bed, sales and installation service. Also billiard tables and gazebos in their Bismarck, North Dakota store. Building lasting relationships with their valued customers since 2001. Your Spas Etc. move of the game tonight. Hey, man, game winners are always the move of the game.
They got to be, especially that one.
Yeah, there's the hold by Eckert. A nice little play there by Filling. I mean, he's got 2 goals and assists tonight. And then once Brubachen gets it in this position, that D-man's in Never Land.
I mean, he comes in and shows pass, so that makes Otto kind of question his footing. What's he going to do? And so we get great play by Brubachen, have the patience, kind of hold it off, kind of fool the goalie, fool the defenseman to give himself a little bit more room, and then just makes a great play to finish it off.
Yep. Your game winner tonight, Andrew Brubachen, is your Spas Etc. move of the game. Top-notch spa, hot tub, sauna, tanning bed, sales, installation service, also billiard tables and gazebos, Spas Etc. 22 years experience in the capital city brings you tonight's move of the game. All right, remainder of the week on the PSP Network. You got basketball on Thursday nights. Ranked matchup between Ryan and West Hope Newburgh. Mandan Minot High girls hockey. Quadruple header of basketball on Friday night, and we'll end out the week on Saturday with Minot and Dickinson at the Mesa in the Magic City. There's your PSP schedule. Like and follow us on our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well to support the cause on the network. A quick reminder, our postseason promo on PSP Network Plus, exclusive broadcast home for WDA hockey and all those basketball tournaments. Like and follow us and subscribe and go buy one of those Platinum Plus packages here on the PSP Network. All right, Mario, last thing for us. It's our MVP of the contest tonight, brought to you by Sport Clips. They keep you looking your best. You can check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. And hey, man, you get our MVP the last game for Century was Jaden Kleingen. 33 saves tonight. Could have went that direction. Hayden Eckert played a whale of a game tonight for as many minutes as he had. Obviously had the game winner for Brubachen. But you and I kind of retallied, and I think we're going to go with Jack Filling tonight.
Yeah, he had a great game, and he's a guy that's come on strong this season. First year in high school hockey. But you need guys like that to step up in a big game. Sometimes it's not always the obvious ones. You know, for Century, Eckert, Brubachen, Schulte, guys that have been carrying the load this year. But you got a guy like Jack Filling that steps up, makes a couple big plays. 3-point night for him. That's got to feel good for his confidence. And that's a guy that could be a difference maker come the end of the year when things start getting really tight. That he could sway some of those games in favor of Century.
Yeah, nifty little play here. He somehow finds some space off of that kind of tangle up off the draw. And the next thing you know, Filling hits top shelf against Tristan Otto and beat him glove side, and that tied the game. Only about 40 seconds after Legacy had just taken a lead. So that response goal was big for the Patriots, and there's your MVP tonight, Jack Filling for Century. Well, fans, that was fun. Mario, did you have a good time?
I had a great time. Again, I just try not to blabber too much and stumble over my words. Hopefully I hung in there.
You did just fine, partner. All right, fans, that'll put a wrap on it tonight. Big thanks to all of our in-game sponsors, including BNC National Bank, for bringing you our scoreboard. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, our pregame sponsor. Power Plays tonight brought to you by Serve Pro, or Timeout brought to you by First International Bank. Ryan Family Dealership brings you our instant replay. Our intermissions brought to you by Magic Towing. Our postgame, as always, brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. Your MVP player of the game tonight, Jack Filling, the sophomore for the Century Patriots. And your move of the game, the winner, brought to you by Spas Etc. by Andrew Brubachen tonight. Brew does it again for the Patriots. Hey, great job by our team tonight. For our producer, camera operator, John Haugen, for my partner, Mario Lamoureux, Todd DOMRES, repeating your final score. Century in overtime gets it done tonight against the crosstown rival, the Sabres. 3-2 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. That'll put a wrap on it for us tonight from the VFW. Thanks for joining us, fans, and until next time, so long from the capital city.
nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.